Ladies and gentlemen, fantasy enthusiasts and lovers of all things epic, prepare yourselves for a Dungeons & Dragons experience like no other. I am your host and Master of Ceremonies, Dane, affectionately known as DMDBI. I'll be the Dungeon Master tonight, bringing you a diggity booyah experience to your screens. With decades of experience and a dash of spastic energy, they say I am the pun-slinging wizard of the realm. Now the story begins. Joining me on this epic quest is Megan playing Calcine, the fiery business genius and Barbarian Bacon's fierce leader. A barbarian in the streets and a business wizard behind the scenes. This fire ganassi is so hot she could forge her own weapons. Get ready for a smoldering warrior like no other. Now let's talk about Tim, the man with the beard of legends and the adamantine armor to match. Magvarus is his name, and when he's not channeling divinity to purge hordes of monsters, he might be eyeing the loot with a tithe in mind. With Magvarus, it's not just might, it's might makes right, and he's here to claim what's his. Behold, Max, the half-elven warrior who goes by the name of Roland. With flowing dark hair and shimmering armor, he's the embodiment of grace and violence. He's invisible one moment, and the next his flail is singing a deadly tune. He's ready for a dance of blades and shadows. Next in our band is the hero played by Cameron, an Eladrin with the magical bow, a rogue with green skin and purple hair. With the power to shoot an extra arrow in the blink of an eye, Jilsara is a force to be reckoned with, and she's about to make her mark on the realm. But wait, there's more! Our newest addition is none other than Eric, the enigmatic divination wizard Jean, a possible child prodigy on a mission to avert the doom of the Chaos Gods. Jean holds secrets that could unravel the very fabric of our story. What mysteries lie beneath the surface? And finally, rounding out our extraordinary crew is Evan, playing the halfling bard with a heart as big as his appetite for churros and donut holes. Webb Winterthorn is his name, and music is a symphony of adventure and part of his game. From catchy tunes to epic quests, he's here to provide the soundtrack to our unforgettable journey. So dear viewers, fasten your armor, sharpen your blades, and prepare to be enchanted by a tale where imagination knows no bounds. Puns are the mightiest spells, and the only limit is the roll of the dice. Welcome to our realm of magic, mystery, and mirth, where heroes rise, villains fall, and the adventure never ends.
Finally in this game.
All right, here we go. So there's our little intros all done. We're 100% ready to rock. So as you all probably remember from our not so long ago game, everyone is ending up back at the tournament in time for the last day of the tournament. It is the morning of the final day of the tournament where the champion will be decided. Right? Okay. So, good game, guys.
Yeah, man. Usually what happens in tournaments.
Yeah. This is the way, as they say. So tonight we have quite a bit to do, if we're being real, because the tournament's happening. You guys got some kind of plot to figure out what's going on with this, fat old guy that is like the noble. What was his? Did we give a name to him yet?
You mean the guy who was cheating?
Yeah.
I don't remember his name.
I don't believe you've named him.
Mm-hmm.
No, who? The guy that...
With the black bead of power coming from his opal ring.
Yeah, he didn't give us his name, just the knight's name.
Yeah, Kerr.
Yeah, Kerr is the champion.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, yeah, so anyway, that guy. We have plans to see if we can thwart his plans, whatever those are. Calcine's riling up the knights and stuff still, and all the semi and somewhat nobles are, richy riches. Webb is gonna come back on the scene. Jean is gonna come back with his blackened tongue and have things to say, maybe, or he might just watch from the sidelines and see what happens.
See what happens.
Magvarus is probably gonna make some bets. I don't know what Jilsara is gonna do. She might flaunt her archery trophy around and try to get free stuff. Who knows?
Or murder everyone.
Or she could very well
Somewhere in
slowly but
between.
surely kill the entire court just to say, well, no one's king now.
I have plenty of room in my bag for you.
We in the Wednesday game we decided that the bag of holding is going to be body bags, dimensional body bag now is what we call them because they keep putting
the body bag of holding. Yes,
a dimensional bag of holding, dimensional body bag. Anyhow, so that's all fun and dandy. But anybody have anything they want to start with?
Am I back? Did I teleport back to?
I'm open to that. I mean, unless
crew?
there's anything else you wanted to do, I'm gonna open up Sirenscape because we do have some of the sounds, not all.
I remember you made me do a bunch of rolls at the end of the game.
Right. You ready for that? You want to start there? We can start there.
Sure.
So, what you basically realize while you're thumping around the Elven Empire, inside the palace, which by the way, you were flying, and luckily for you, you weren't flying when they saw you. You're flying around invisibly, and after the fact, you notice a good heavy increase in patrols, and they seem like they were looking for you, and you just kind of evaded them quite often, as is your fat churro eating way. But yeah, so you definitely avoided them. You did manage to figure some of the things out, the genealogy of the Elven Kingdom, which I know I sent to you at one point. But I think we're just gonna remake it because I don't know I don't know where it is. So
that was like a year ago, I think.
It was so long ago. So that being said, it's a game, so we can play around with the real facts. So the king is Arius. So King Arius is the Elder King. He's been king for over 1,000 years. So the fact that he's dying is big news because he is super old and has been basically keeping the Elven nation afloat for all this time. Now, the king has 3 legitimate male heirs and 2 daughters. Okay? And then go ahead and roll... I don't know. I want to see if you know anything about bastard children or not. What would we roll for that?
I feel like Webb should have advantage with that. I don't know. Just
because he's a bastard, or because what?
Yeah, not in the literal sense, but he's just kind of a dirtball.
Is he? He's got a trash stash?
Kind of. What would that be, you think? History or...
I mean, I would go for history. I would go for history. I would go for history and/or sense motive. Maybe perception. Maybe a combination of all 3. And so, yeah, just roll everything, and I'll give you a good average.
Insight, history, and what?
Perception and sense motive.
Sense motive is not a thing.
Insight. Insight, yeah. I don't know why. I'm stuck with Pathfinder. I haven't played Pathfinder in years. All right, insight is pretty good. Not bad, not bad.
You said perception?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 26. And a what? History?
Yep.
14.
You don't know who they are, but you heard that the king had a taste for other, like, subsects of the elves. So the elves themselves have, like, high elves, wood elves, sea elves. There's, like, a bunch of drow. Yeah, they're not all one size fits all. And it's most of that is just where they have grown over time and where they're from. But there is some bit of heredity in there as well. There are rumors that you overhear and things that you hear as you're, thumping around the castle for 2 days about him being kind of a womanizer over the last 1,000 years. He's had a few mistresses in different elf types.
Of course he has.
Namely, it seems he has I'm not going to say go as far as to say he has a wood elf fetish, but he definitely had at some point in time dallied with a couple of wood elf mistresses.
And he's a high elf?
Yes, the whole royal family, all the legitimate royal family are high elves.
Got it.
So
that would be like Elrond and Legolas, right? Or no?
They're high elves, yes.
Oh, okay.
So King Aerys is the dying king. His wife has been dead for a couple hundred years. His eldest son is Afwin. His middle son is Bodon, and his youngest son is Clearus. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then daughters, he has Malaya. And Genevieve.
Okay. Webb has
Okay.
committed those names to memory.
Good. I'll mark that down in the calendar here. Now, and as far as that goes, those are the one that you saw, you're pretty sure was Clearus.
Okay. And he is in what order of?
He's the third highborn son of the Elf King.
So he's the youngest boy.
He's the youngest boy. He's actually the youngest child, in fact. Both.
And he's the
sisters.
one that was hanging out with the creepy guy who was hanging out with our fat guy.
He's the one that was hanging out with like the shadowy elf. That was like the assassin type guy. That was talking to him into that. That had come from the tent. That was talking to the fat noble guy that we don't know who he is. The one that's plotting.
Whose champion is Kerr.
Whose champion is Kerr. Yep.
Can the fat guy's name be Fluffle? Kerfluffle?
So it's Meriton Kerfluffle.
There it is.
For you. Meriton, what is it? Kerr?
Well, Kerr is his champion, so.
Yeah, and Kerr is a bastard child of his, but is what somebody would have found out. So Kerfluffle is the actual name. Kerr is the name that he goes by for first as an honorary title, just since he's Kerr Snow, you know.
I got it. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's all fine.
Okay, and so then I teleport back.
That's fine with me. So yeah, and in your wanderings through the castle, you do figure out kind of who's who, where, what, and why. All of the brothers and sisters that are legitimate heirs are going to be in attendance at their father's deathbed until he passes. But the father is supposed to pass everything on tomorrow. So there's the tournament here today. Tomorrow is the naming day of the new heir to the throne.
Got it.
Okay. And that's two different complete places.
And that's in Yendel.
Yendel has the new heir to the throne.
Did I ever figure out what city I was in Yendel?
What's the capital city of Yendel?
Morzanth? No, that's a
Morzanth,
different continent.
The whole continent. Yeah,
I was tricking you.
It's Yendel City.
New Yendel City.
New Yendel.
Blood or Ethron?
Yendel. It's Yendel.
Yendel.
It's like New York.
Town's so nice they named it twice. Well, the capital is Harbinhan, but that's not the elven capital. So if this is an elven city.
Harbinhan thinks they're the capital of Yendel. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, they are, but
it's Enthrond.
Golden Star is the largest elven city.
That's gonna have to be wrong.
Okay.
So, Enthrond by the Silmaris Forest.
Yeah, and the Omara Forest.
Yeah, the Silmaris Forest.
Yep, both of them. It's like the weird mushroom forest one.
Oh, yeah, below there. Yep. So the main elven city is gonna have to be Enthrond.
Second largest of the three elven cities.
Well, flip that. But okay.
Okay.
We'll adjust that. Like we said, we changed name to protect the innocent. We can do it here
Flip
too.
those descriptions around.
So yeah, the three main elven cities are those three along the bottom, right? Golden Star, Kalangad, and Enthrond.
You got it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you're pretty sure you're in Enthrond, as that's where the whole royal house is. Since you heard about that and ran into those people, then that's kind of what you thought. Okay.
Love it.
Oh, did you guys want to see Yendel? I had it up.
I've already seen it.
Have you? There. Okay. So we got that
It's
figured
lovely
out.
this time of year.
It is lovely this time of year. Where, let's see, appears right next to Jean, the Black-Tongued Sage, who's no longer, what was it before? Dumbassery or stupid ass? His name changes like the wind, right?
There's nothing wrong with that. You just got to be flexible.
Yeah. You're a gymnast on the side. Okay. So you guys are all at the inn then beforehand, like or have we made it to? Are you guys open to making it to there? Or do you want to run through an inn to there? Like I'm fine.
We already went to the actual event. We got a horse for Roland. We already saw the guy. That was all that day.
That was okay. That was all in the morning of. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I was thinking that we had to wake up again. I mistakenly thought that. Okay.
No, that's we're starting the day.
So it's mid-morning. You guys are all already there, and then Gene Webb pops up like out of nowhere, right next to you.
Ah! Hey guys, I did like a Kramer, like I come in the door.
Yeah, and he sticks his hand out. He's got a churro in it. Hungry?
Mhm.
My last one. I gotta re-up.
Come in with a lot of energy. I just start like run-on sentence everything that I've seen, heard, smelt,
Dealt.
absolutely dealt.
You can make out
And
those details.
yeah, I'll show them like all my notes and anything that I made for drawings and the names and general
Okay.
locale.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and tell him what you can come up with off the top of your head?
That's a lot there.
It is a lot. It is a lot there, Gene. But if there's anyone that can remember it all, it's you. Because I've just forgotten half of it. I'm just kidding. That's a test. You passed.
Well,
Thank you.
so what's the plan? What are we going to do?
Well, that's why I came to you, Brainiacs.
We should probably go to the dagger board and investigate that.
Well, when I followed the guy to the dagger board, he was dead. So, not sure what
Well,
we're going
I
to find there.
assumed that you would have told us that part, which is why I said that.
I probably did. Yeah. I was
I'd
just
like to go to the
I was just
dagger
reminding
board,
you.
like as the last thing that we do, because I've got a package waiting for me there, and it might be observed, by other people. So we might have to make a hasty retreat once we go there.
I mean, I can get us all there without, being seen, if that's what we want to do.
Yeah, that's fine. I just need
So
to get paid
you
out
think that's safer,
my money first.
Maggie?
Yeah, I just need to collect my winnings first, and then we can do that. I don't know if is Roland gonna be competing in this jousting tournament?
I haven't seen him since I got back. Is he? Is he in the John?
I got him a car. I got a car. I got him a horse. So
Yeah, he's competing.
1 horsepower.
1
Lovely.
horsepower.
I'm
Check
trying
under
to
the hood.
remember the NPCs. We had a couple NPCs we made before. There was like a blind dwarf that you guys healed, and another person, like a elf lady. Was she with you guys, or you guys left her somewhere? And you left him somewhere too? Remind me.
You talking about the people we saw at
The people you saved from
church?
Lord Enderstern's dungeon when you saved Jean.
Oh, my queen.
Sure. Yeah, what were their
Elf.
names?
My elfin queen. Oh, I have no idea. I just kept calling her Milady in the creepiest way possible.
Milady.
That's about it.
Well, the dwarf got left with what's his face's parents.
Okay.
Oh, right. He's hanging out with my folks.
Yeah, but I had them in here. I thought.
Yeah, I feel like the elf kid with us. I'm pretty sure.
Did
What was
she?
her
Or
name?
did she get left behind?
I think they both stayed back.
That sounds right. That they both stayed back.
I just don't remember
Okay,
their
very good.
names.
Yeah.
His name is. I thought it would come to me if I just started.
I have his name. Hang on, I have his name. Barris
Ariella?
Mountainback was him.
Barris and Ariella.
Ariella. Okay, cool. I
that's
have
it.
those right here. I just didn't have them listed as what they do, who they were. Okay. So Barris Mountainback, the dwarf,
It's a great name.
and Ariella is the elf. And then Lucky Pants. What the fuck do I write Lucky Pants for? I forget. That's good to know. Okay, cool.
Was that a new item we're going to find today?
The pants of good lucks. Many lucks. Okay, so let's get the first joust out of the way. How's that sound?
All right.
So animal handling, right? Or did you have this? You're ready for this, Max? We talked about what you needed to do. Are you ready? Do you feel prepared?
No, what do I need to do?
You're gonna run this like you're supposed to run your joust moves.
I am not prepared to do that.
Good lord.
Can we go to something else for a little bit?
Yeah, I was just letting the awkward silence sit for a minute. It was fine. All right, Calcine, what are you doing on this day? Tim, what's Magvarus up to? Jill-Sara, same. We don't know what Gene's doing. He's sitting with Webb right now, but
I'm gonna check out the betting odds for rolling.
okay.
I assume there's gonna be multiple rounds here.
There's three rounds of the tournament per contestant, and there's more than that total. But there'll be 3 that he's going to have to go through if he wins each one. And Max, you don't have to go too crazy. We can just do animal handling and then an attack. I think that's fair. I mean, I don't know if that's how rules are written for it.
I'll follow Magvarus.
No,
Okay.
I have an idea. Do you have like an NPC jouster for me to roll against?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, I'll bet 2,000 on rolling for the first round. So.
There's somebody's got like a TV on or something in the background. There's a lot of extra noise.
It's my wife.
Of course it is. Just kidding.
Just,
There we go.
I was
Okay.
going to find Webb and
Dane, how about
Magvarus too.
this? If a jouster is hit by an attack, they make an animal handling check against the damage as the difficulty class.
Ooh, cute. Okay. That's good. I put champion here on the thing for you here. And Kerr will be your last one to go against. So,
What are Kerr's odds?
well, we've got to figure out Kerr's odds. Kerr is the favored. Roland is second favored to win the whole thing. There's a couple other champions that are on here, but they aren't looked as well. Kerr has has 5 to 1 odds. Roland has 4 to 1 odds. Everybody else has like 1 to 1 or 2 to 1.
I'm going to put
Well-
1,000 on each Roland
We-
and Kerr.
We're pretty sure that Kerr's going to be cheating.
I know you guys can make out like bandicoots.
Yeah, but I'm also gonna bless Roland, so we'll be cheating too.
Yeah, but like, is your cheating going to be comparable to their cheating? Because I don't know much about that magic. I know what kind of magic it was, but that's all I get. So do we need to send somebody with some sort of magic skill, like, I don't know, Jean, to like do some more investigating? I don't know if Webb can do some more invisible investigating. Maybe they can go together. Seems like maybe I'm not the person to do that, but
It was Lord Upperfucks and Titty what?
yes,
Titty Barn.
Titty Barn.
barn,
Yep,
yes.
yep. Upperfucks and Titty Barn. Okay, cool. Just making sure I had that.
That's right, because I pronounced it Tidy Barn.
That's right. That's what most people call him in front of him. Okay.
Okay, where's my opponent?
On the map.
I'm gonna nudge Webb and tell him to cast Enhance Ability,
Oh, okay, got it, yeah.
Bear's Endurance.
Magvarus, you're like a giant hairy bear to me, and I love you. Go get him, and I slap his horse on the butt.
No, not me, on Roland.
Oh, gosh, sorry. Roland, here, bend over. And I slap Roland on the butt.
Okay, so alright. I got Jean on there, I got Calcine on there.
What am I doing? The strength one?
Okay,
The,
so I rolled
Constitution.
11 damage against him.
So you hit him.
So he has to make a
Animal
animal
handling.
handling check, DC 11. Which
What's
isn't
that based
high.
on? Wisdom?
What is that rule based on?
Yeah, animal handling.
He wants to
it's
know.
I got it. I'll just look. It's
wisdom.
wisdom. Okay.
mean, I guess you could make it athletics if you prefer.
He succeeded.
Okay, he can roll against me.
Oh, it's a wisdom save? Then we want to do Al's wisdom then.
Sure, I'll do that.
What's it's a D, the lance does a, what, D12?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Roland, you know all that bear talk while you're just, I forget that. You're more like an owl to me, like a big, flightless owl. Almost an ostrich of sorts.
All right, let's try it. 18 misses. First pass.
Okay, so do we just keep going until one of us gets knocked down?
Yeah, best out of 3. And you, right
Okay.
now, you've scored a point for hitting him.
Just for hitting him.
Yep.
All right, here comes the second one.
Oh, you hit him again. 18.
That's it's going to be 15 damage.
So 15 fave. He is unhorsed.
Sweet.
So you've taken the first champion out.
All right.
And you've got a horse.
Huzzah!
That's true. As if we're following Knight's Tale rules, you also now have another horse. And I
Is
think
that how it works?
That
I
is
mean,
how it works.
Are we not going to follow Knight's Tale rules?
Right.
I need the bard to step up to the plate on the introduction, at least for the next
If-
one.
As
Then
far
If
as
Heath
I'm
Ledger said
concerned,
it.
those are the rules.
Yeah.
them's the rules, and that's
I'm
how
no
we're
Chaucer.
cooking.
Canon.
I mean, if you're going to be our Chaucer, you're going to have to do a hell of a lot more than swing churros around and pet your beard.
I mean, I'm really a bad Chaucer.
Okay, okay. Let's go ahead and so you do your round, and Kerr comes through and just demolishes his guy, and let's just knock these out. Unless anybody's got anything else going on, I want to get the tournament behind us.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna bet another 4,000 on Roland.
Good Lord.
Do we have anybody that's gonna like? Can we watch his like patron or whatever while Kerr's competing?
Yeah, how did
Let's see.
Kerr do?
Kerr demolished his guy. The guy fell to the ground clutching his chest, and he's carried out in a stretcher.
He's like Count Adamar.
If your awareness is active at the time, there's like black, like streaks of energy, like around where the lance hit the guy.
So are they coming from like? Is it coming from him? Is it coming from his?
So if
his
Kerr
noble?
himself and his weapon are like covered in like a dark aura, and when he struck him, that dark aura like stuck to the wound where he got hit. And there's still, but it still subsided around Kerr as well.
What kind of? What like school of
Necrotic.
magic? Okay, so it's necromancy.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so now they've both won one round. Roland, let's go ahead and roll again. The same champion is functional. That's fine.
okay.
So
Sorry, one
Sar's
more-
gonna bet 2,000 though too before he goes.
First lance attack was a miss.
Okay.
Does it? Can we tell if it's like active magic that he's casting,
Same.
or is coming? Did you say it's like coming from a ring? Is
Yeah,
it
so
coming from an item?
the Lord is sitting at the end of his tent, which has the little blue circle on it. He's sitting right here watching, and there's like two really nice looking ladies with like large fans fanning him in the heat, and he's got like the stupid puffy collar and all the things. 7 damage. Okay. But yeah, he's sitting there on like a big cushiony chair, sweating profusely and just kind of gross. And
Is it
he's-
hot?
It's mildly warm, but he's got like, kind of fancy livery on as if he expects the things.
Do
Oh
you
yeah.
have anybody with really good sleight of hand that might be able to steal the ring from his finger, or maybe I don't know, assassinate him while no one's looking?
Just real quick, just a quick
Just
assassination.
throwing that out there for anybody with
I mean, her sleight of hand's a 5.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's a lot easier to take something off a dead man, though. It feels a lot like something Josara would be super keen to jump on, but probably don't want to cause a scene.
He gets another attack against me.
I know. I'm waiting. I was just kind of giving it a second. I want to see when and if Josar is going to do anything real quick before I.
She had her earbuds out for some of that, so I'm not even sure she knows that I was suggesting she go kill someone.
Sorry, no, I was listening for Lucy.
He missed. So say it again then,
bet 2,000.
Yeah. I got that part.
Yeah, my suggestion was that perhaps we have someone that's sneaky enough or underhanded enough that might be able to quietly perhaps assassinate this man and take the ring that's controlling all of this while no one's paying attention.
He scored 2
Where
points
is
for
this
that hit. This blue circle in the bottom of the map there by the tent.
Oh, okay.
He's still on his horse.
Yes. He did not fall, but you did get 2 points for that attack, that hit.
So I've scored 3 points against this guy.
Yep. And there's another round here to go. So he has to unhorse you or lose.
Okay.
D-horse?
Yeah, I like the killy idea. She's feeling a little killy.
He missed.
Murdery.
But I have to say that you have to do it quietly. This can't turn into another getting run out of the city thing.
Sure. Maybe.
Oh, he didn't get a horse. You did not get to keep his horse, but you did get another point on him. So that's 4 total points. So you take the round. You advanced again.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean this is not a gimme. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this could go any which way. You've got one more to beat, and then you'll be in the final against Kerr, because Kerr demolishes the next guy as well.
Animal handling is actually not a great skill for me, so
maybe don't get hit hard, right? The good thing your armor class is stupid.
yeah.
And then the final pre-final then. So this is the semi-final last potential guy. Whoever wins this one goes on to face Kerr, as he's gonna win his as well. That hits. Oh yeah, you got hit too. Hang on. Allow me to fix this. Okay, here we go. Ooh, 16. There you go.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so close. And with advantage at least, but still. Good lord. All right, let's see.
What about him? Did he stayed on his horse?
What did you roll to hit?
It was 10 damage.
Okay. Oh no, he did. You dehorsed him.
Yes.
First round. That sucks for him. Okay, so that means you're advancing on to fight Kerr. Let's do that.
So can I, like, while this is all happening, or before, like, in the meantime, can we talk about if it's even possible to
take some time,
unalive
because
this guy?
there would be time in between these rounds.
Oh yeah, there's not like back to back. Yeah.
Is there room under the stands where Jelsara could, like, if she was looking in that area under the stands, is there a dark kind of place that she
He's
could?
not in the stands.
I mean,
He's across from the stands. She's asking if she can sit underneath the stands and shoot him from there
Right.
without anybody seeing.
She just needs to be able to see him within like 300 feet, right?
Well, whatever the range of her weapon is.
So I feel like
Well-
if we need a distraction, I can cause a distraction.
I like that.
I got it in my pocket.
150 is anything after 150 is at disadvantage.
I've got
Well,
this
she's
whole
got-
thing. I've been
Yeah. Does
using-
that go for sharpshooter?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's check. That's a good
She's
point.
got some sort of sniper thing, doesn't she? Isn't
She
like-
has elven accuracy and sharpshooters. So attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage. So yeah, you can do it from 600 feet away.
Okay.
As long as you can see like part of him, because I think you also ignore cover with sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only problem is that, yeah, we would definitely need a distraction because he's going to get dead and the girls that are fanning him are going to cause a fucking scene anyway.
Well, I would be concerned that he might get hit and survive. Then what would happen?
That's the thing, too.
Like, we don't know how many hit points this guy has.
Okay, well, how about I just like kind of
A
walk by his
medicine
tent
check might
and
help with that.
I'll just
right?
cast a sneaky dispel on him.
Cass, Magvarus said, this is the funniest statement Magvarus has ever said. I'm going to walk by his tent and cast a sneaky dispel magic on him.
Yeah, what kind of spell components does dispel magic have?
VS. I don't even know what that means.
Verbal and somatic. So you're gonna walk by his tent and shout some magic words at him and wave your hands in the air.
So I don't actually have to raise my hands because I'm a warcaster feat. So like I can
There you go.
have like my shield in my hand, so I can like hide it all behind my shield.
It's not the worst idea he's had. It's not great, but
I think it's a great idea.
I mean, I think an at advantage 600 foot away longbow attack from an assassin is ridiculously strong idea because she'll get advantage with elven accuracy. She gets 3 dice to make sure she hits him. If Webb's next to her and she rolls a 1 anyway, she gets a 4th roll
And she also gets an automatic critical.
because it's not combat. So this is, I mean, I don't know. He's gonna better have a lot of hit points to not
With how
die.
much? How many dice do you get per sneak?
She's what, 6d6 or 7d6 at this point? How many is it?
Can we-
7d6. She's at 7d6 right now.
So does a medicine check or anything like that tell us the range of hit points he may have? Can we get an
Not, I mean,
idea?
you're pretty far away from him. I mean, if Magvarus did his not
But
so
Magvarus
sneaky,
was over there earlier. I don't know if that matters.
you were, but I mean, you don't have medicine as a skill, do you?
Magvarus was with me, I think.
Did you trump with her, Mag?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like I actually need to be able to see my target for the spell. So I could go behind the tent actually, so no one would see me.
You would have to see him. You can't dispel something you can't see. Why is there so much like background noise? It sounds like somebody's blowing a fan.
Sorry, it's probably my wife's TV.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Evan.
So, what's the answer? Do I have a place to hide under the stands?
No, not really. The stands don't have like they're pretty well put together, built up and everything. It's not like loose, empty like stands at like a football stadium or something in today's time. It's pretty well put together wood. You would have a better shot of getting up high somewhere, potentially, or I don't know. It's hard to say, but with all the magic there is, you know, if you loose an arrow into this guy, they might be able to find out who did it. I'm just putting it out there, maybe.
Have Webb stand right next to you. He can cast invisibility on you, and then when you make the attack, you'll become visible. But then he can cast invisibility on you again 6 seconds later.
And then she can go get her arrow, so they can't use the physical arrow to track her.
Yeah, I like that. Webb, what do you think?
I have no idea what you just said, but I love it. It's a great plan.
Make me invisible
Yeah, I
for a few
said
minutes?
make her invisible
Invisible.
before and after the attack.
Okay.
And then
You're-
I can't say things.
You're invisible.
But well, hang on. So let's talk through it. Butters is really smart. He's gonna say something. So you don't like this guy? You guys are talking about killing somebody?
Yeah, apparently.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's clearly got dark necromantic magic that he's using to win his battles. So we
Well,
don't wanna fight him.
I've heard horror stories about the main Inquisitor. You know, for the like Chief Justice of the head of house here. And they've been known to be able to track people down by finding the murder weapon itself or whatever. So you might want some kind of alibi for Jill Sara if she's going to be doing that.
Could we be over here? On the bottom left-hand corner, there's a tent. Looks like that's where the horses
I'm
are.
fucking muted.
Oh,
Have Jean become Jilsara and then go order a drink loudly. Say, 1 drink for Jilsara over here.
I like that.
There's your alibi.
Wouldn't it make sense to have somebody like down by the tent to collect the arrow and the ring really quick right after it happens so that they're not there?
Yeah, that might be a Roland thing you could do if he's invisible.
Well, Roland's going to be on a horse because this is. I'm going to have this
Yeah.
all happen.
I've
right,
got a lot of eyes on me right now, so it's probably not going to be me.
yeah, right while Roland and him are about to spear off, you guys are going to take out his energy backup so Roland can win.
what about
I-
Jean?
I know. Okay, as soon as he goes down with the arrow, I'm gonna rush up, acting like I'm trying to help him, and take his ring and the arrow, and like we'll be. I don't know what happened. What happened to this guy? He's just got a hole in him.
What's your sleight of hand?
Yeah, Magvarus is the least smooth of the
I love
group.
this. This is going to go well.
I mean, I think that I assume that Webb is a little smoother. Maybe the two of you could go.
Well, he's gonna be casting invisibility on Jilsara, so it's gonna make it difficult.
Well, I mean,
What about Jean?
Jilsara's pretty good at well, he's going to be you. It sounds like
That was just a
Sure,
suggestion.
that's a
Hold
good
on.
suggestion.
So as soon as you're done pulling as soon as you let your bow loose, you could just use your helm of teleportation to teleport to I don't know, the fucking concession stand and actually order your drink yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Look
I-
at you thinking of stuff.
I like the planning stuff out. Let's plan it out, but plan this out in the sense that if you get caught, there will be serious repercussions that even your mighty powerful team won't be able to put up against.
Okay.
You've got
So,
half the nation against you. You don't want the other half.
Can we hit the save button really quick so that we can reload? If we need to?
Yeah. No.
I say we just give up on the jousting tournament. I mean,
Fuck it. we're
Yeah,
done.
let's just let Kerr win.
Roland wants to marry a princess.
There's no world where Roland is going to let someone win the jousting tournament.
okay.
Sorry, there's nowhere where it's like throw the match. Not doing that.
Well, then let's just let Roland fight him, do the jousting system. I mean,
Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, I'll just do my best. It's not a big deal.
I could give him my spell guard shield for a minute. No, he needs to be attuned to it. Never mind.
My concern isn't to help Roland. That's a nice benefit of doing this. But my concern is really the fact that this guy's clearly got the dark magic. That's an issue. And if he's in cahoots with whoever they're trying to put into power,
Oh, he's cahooting.
we don't need
Cahoots.
that. I mean, this is the same thing that Vontario was under the effects of. That's
that's
my
not-
concern, is that we're in the process of trying to figure out the source of this magic and get rid of it.
Jilsara's already been told she can kill something, so she's ready to go.
That's true. She's feeling it. Okay.
I mean, would it be smarter though for us not to kill him and to actually question him then after? Can we grab him?
I mean, it's a
grab him
very
later, bring
open
him back to
public
life.
space.
Yeah, if we could bring him back to life, I guess. Well, yeah, there we go. Mike Bars can maybe grab him and pretend to heal him and take him away somewhere.
I don't think that they would be happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, the town
Maybe
is sort of
somebody can be
against
really
healers.
smooth and grab him and throw your bag of holding right over his head and just quick get him 10 minutes away and pull him back out.
Yeah.
Instead of all the shenanigans, you guys just run over and bag him. You just, instead of jousting at all, Roland just turns to the right and swoops him up in a bag of holding and pounds feet out on his Clydesdale. Ha! Tournaments be damned! You guys suck.
I don't care. I just think that ring is a pretty big deal and we need to get it one way or another. Whether we get it now or whether we get it later, look for an
Let's just-
opportunity to kill him. But we probably
Let's let this
need to-
tournament go. We'll get the ring on the way out if we can. That'll be the last thing in this town if we can.
You saying I can't kill him now?
You can kill him later.
Now is the operating word. You can't kill him right now.
It's not a no. It's just a not yet.
Anybody else have anything to say on this? I mean,
Fingers are
I'm
twitching.
leaving it for you guys to discuss because it's a decision that needs made for sure. We have a bunch of ideas and plots together on the table, but what are we gonna do?
Are we really gonna do it later? Will we have time? Will this guy be within our grasp at that point?
We're really gonna try. We're gonna have to keep eyes on him, though.
I feel like Dane's gonna
Webb
slip
might
anyways.
be in his-
I feel like it depends on what we want to do. Theoretically, I could just hold him in his tent with telekinesis discreetly enough for the jousting tournament at the very least. But he's going to be very pissed off afterwards. Or we could like polymorph him and turn him into a squirrel.
You could turn him into a turtle and throw him in an incinerator.
That would be the best plan we could come up with.
What?
Assholes.
That doesn't involve arrows, Jill Sorrow, just so
Evan
you're
is
aware.
very, very salty because we polymorphed his big bad guy and threw him in the incinerator instead of fighting him.
Or we could just see what happens.
Yeah, I vote we just see what happens in the. Maybe Roland will kill him in the wrestling tournament. Who knows?
Kerr's not who I'm worried about. I mean, he's secondhand, but we need to follow this noble guy afterwards. So maybe Webb needs to be like ready to invisible himself into this tent and make sure they don't just leave inside the tent without leaving.
Webb is always ready.
I mean, does that make sense? Because we obviously need to know where this guy's going and prevent him from doing any shitty stuff.
Maybe we'll find more if we just follow him, for sure. I'm down for that. I don't like it, but, you know.
Are you killing yourself?
Webb is really good at following people.
Is he? He's tried at least to do
I just did it for like 3 days.
Yeah,
Just
that
I
was
was
true.
just looking at Roland like, you better not cost me my money. I finally made a bet.
Yeah, you bet on Roland for the final tournament. So we got to settle up. Roland just won 3 times. How much did you guys win from that? He's 4-1. So he was favored 4-1
I bet 2,000, but won 4,000. So
total. Okay, so we've got no plan still. Just the plan is to just watch and see what happens and see if Roland can beat this guy without any tomfoolery from you guys, or we are gonna bag the noble dude and see what's up with it. Like, tell me out. Like, there's, I don't know, final judgment. Who's speaking for the group?
Are we like? Do we think this is the same guy who was had that spell on what's her name?
That is what I think. But I'm just a barbarian that has a
So-
general idea of magic.
Why don't
The
do we
magic's
know,
match.
and we know this guy's name?
Yeah, it's
Well,
Meriton Kerfluffle.
Why don't we just go to see Vontaria right after the tournament and be like, we think we found the source of the spell that was causing you to waste away. It's Kerfluffle, Mr. Lord Kerfluffle.
such a sinister villain name.
I
I
mean,
can go do that while the tournament's happening.
she's pretty influential, right? Like, wouldn't
Yeah.
she be able to make some things move and happen if we?
She's like, there's like nobles, and then there's people who make the shit happen underneath the scenes. Vontaria and Vontarian are both kind of like the underbelly overlords. Like they handle like the arena. They handle.
They're the
certain-
people that run the
Yeah.
city that no one knows.
Yeah, they're
That's what
kind
I'm
of.
saying. Like,
yeah.
if we make this accusation and we're able to back it up, I feel like she would be able to help us get this guy.
She would just
I
make
can
him.
run over there and make
yeah.
that. I can relay that. I mean,
Well, there's also time. Like, I mean, by the time the third jousting's over, it's been 6 or so hours. There's been a tournament all day you guys have been sitting through. Like, you probably have hemorrhoids from sitting on wood benches. Like...
So what you're saying is someone could have gone and talked to her.
Yeah, like, we're all in conjunction. Like, we're all, messing around talking and stuff, but there's a lot of stuff we could just work out. We have, like, 6 hours of jousting to go. to like do whatever. Like nobody had to stay the whole time that wasn't having bless on you or wasn't casting
Correct.
wisdom.
I'll go see Vontaria. I'm the one that saw all the magic.
While you're standing over there by Butters, Calcine, Lord Upperfuck, and Tidy Barn both come by. Hey, Calcine, good to see you. Are you coming into the VIP section later?
Of course, but I'm gonna handle some business first. You guys know how it is.
Ah, yes, bacon, a big money business. We're still thinking about that investment opportunity you mentioned the other night. You're like, what? Well, apparently you were drunk, you know? You don't remember that. But I know the Upper Fucks and Tidy Barn handle a lot of trade between the towns of Grenwald, so it might not be a bad couple of people to get in bed with. Business bed.
I give them the finger guns and head.
I love finger bows. You're like, pew, pew. Fair enough. Okay.
Universal cool sign.
The finger bows. Pew, pew. Okay, so Calcine's, the plan is, as from what I've heard then, is that Jilsara's not killing anybody as of now. Jean just ran over to the middle of the thing. Webb and Magvaris are backing Roland with spell stuff. And Calcine's heading to talk to Vontaria to see what she advises.
Yeah.
Does that
Correct.
sound good? Jean, you have anything to add? Because as of right now, you just ran to the middle of the room.
Keep eyes on the dude.
He literally is just across from him, standing there looking at him.
Hey,
Big ass hat and all.
I'm just casually. Look, hold on. Let me get over here. Right here. Look, I'm blending in. Okay, I am master fucking of incognito-ness here with that shit right there. That's me. I'm just walking around, looking at some shit. Got my eye on him. I'm within spell range.
Hanging out with Wallace, the bet taker.
Did Wallace shit hit the fan? Get out of here.
What are you talking about?
You're a good man. You're a good man, Wallace.
You're a good man, Wallace.
I've seen you pay my friends a lot of money.
No, they haven't collected yet. That's all at the end of the tournament.
See, that's very important. You need to keep him safe. Got my eye on you.
So Calcine's going to head out to go see Vontaria. Butters is going to stay close to Roland. Magvaris and Webb are going to stay close to Roland. Jilsara, are you staying close to... You don't really have any reason to not go to Vontaris.
Me?
Yeah, because I mean, it's not like you don't have a spell cast on Roland. Jean is watching Kerfluffle.
She's keeping an eye on him too, so she can see if she gets a chance to kill him.
Oh, I thought we decided not to kill him though.
Things could
There's
change.
Yeah.
Gotta be vigilant.
When he dies of
That's
natural causes, we will consider not killing him.
Okay.
She can kind of sit over on the edge of the arena, just kind of keeping an eye on him.
Mumbling under her breath
Sure.
about how we
She
probably
never
have
gets
any
to- fun.
kill somebody, and now we're just watching.
I love how she has like 2 disguises, but the worst deception roll.
I don't know why that is. She's
That's a
an
good
idiot.
She's a good time. Okay, so I mean, it doesn't. Unless you guys have anything else to add before I can cut over to like all that 6 hours is going on. I can cut over to Calcine and Vontaria talking. Unless anyone else wants to go or do anything in between. I mean, even you would have time between a bit, Roland, because you have to like get off and fix your armor and adjust your straps and make sure everything's solid and get a drink of water and have a little beef jerky or whatever you're gonna eat.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll do that.
I don't know if there's anything else to do.
What are the odds on Roland?
It's a 50-50. They both won the same amount in the tournament, and they both have done pretty good. They almost favored Lord or Champion Kerr, but not quite.
All right. Well, but yeah, I will bet another 4,000 on Roland then.
Okay, it's a healthy amount. Anything else anyone wants to input before I cut to Vontaria and Calcine? Okay.
For it.
Calcine, you head off after a day of not really drinking but pretending to drink. Your esteemed new colleagues are all in there doing their deeds, done dirt cheap, getting to know themselves a little better after all the revelries. You head over to Vontaria. You get to her place relatively okay. In fact, Butters is going to go with you because the city sucks and it's hard to get around, and he knows where she lives, so he'll go
Love
with you just to make sure you don't get lost or waylaid in the street. He takes you some back roads you haven't been down before that have less people in them. They're a little trash filled. There's rats and things along the way, which if you want to kill them, it's free for you to do so, as you basically couldn't be hurt by one at this point if they tried. You leave
rats like rodents?
Yeah, like pretty good size, like ROUSs, yeah. In the the gutter that he takes you through, he's like, but he says like as he's stomping in his new armor and stuff with his giant maul like banging against his plate, he's like, this is the safest way to go to avoid the gangs. There's just so many gangs here, and they're all just all so much seediness. I've learned the streets over time, and I for the most part haven't had much run-ins. It's just because of my size. I'm a decent size, so they try not to mess with me. But sometimes they get it up in their mind that they're going to take me out because I'm bigger. They just want to prove something. But I was always okay at a little fisticuffs. But now that I've been trained by Roland, I just feel so much stronger already. It's only been a few days, and I got this sweet hammer. Did you see my hammer? He's just like yammering and talking on about how excited he is to finally be a squire and not just like a bar boy. And he shows you his.
I'll give him a few pointers on his fisticuffs.
Okay. Have you leveled him up again yet, Roland?
He's up to level 10 now.
Okay, that's where I would want him. Okay, cool. So it's a pretty healthy like NPC companion for you guys. But he takes you. It's about a 10-minute walk, give or take, 10 or 12 minutes, and you guys roll up to her pretty nice estate, and there is a large half-orc barbarian at the gate. When you guys approach, he nods down towards you, and he says, "The lady's in the keep. I'll announce you." And he like yells out, "Johnny!" like real deep, and another half-orc comes out from around, also a barbarian. You don't have history or anything like that because you're a barbarian. You get the distinct sense that these guys are barbarians as well. They have a similar, nomadic look to them. They both have Morzanthian chains, in fact.
Insight.
Huh?
Really
Yeah,
insight,
I would do insight. I mean, history would help with knowing about the chains, but since you own a pair, I think insight's fine.
I was gonna say since I have chains. No, I can roll it. I'm not gonna do anything with it, but.
Oh, okay, that's fine. It doesn't matter too much.
I can roll it, but
yeah,
it's not. Oh, better than I thought it would be.
But it's good enough. I mean, you recognize these gentlemen as pretty fierce warriors. Known to, drink the blood of their enemies and crush skulls and be kind of violent in general. The Morzanthian war tribes are some of the fiercest barbarian tribes in the world. So, and the half-orc ones especially are known for their savagery. And she's got
Sure.
You've seen 6 of these guys since coming on her grounds ever. These 2 are newer than the other 2 you saw, and you saw another 2 another time. So she's got at least 6 of these savage half-orc barbarian tribesmen working essentially as her own personal escort and armed guard. But they let you in, and Johnny number 5, he's the 5th one you guys met. He walks you through to her manor, and she is at a table sitting. It looks like she's eating something, as it's about midday. It looks like some kind of salad with like sliced chicken on it. But she's also drinking from a goblet of wine. She looks much better. Still kind of thin. Still pretty pale, but not like this baggy dark circles. She's not withering away. She still looks like a little weak, but overall a lot better than when you saw her before. She raises her goblet. She says, Calcine, champion, how goest thou? I don't know if that's real, but that's what she says.
Sure. Can we assume that if I've been just fucking around for the last 3 days, I haven't been wearing my butcher's bib? I feel like I said I took it off last time we were at her place.
You did. You did take it off at one point. I suppose it's still off.
Right. I feel like I remember saying it. I just don't always remember.
Yeah,
It's been
sounds
several
right.
weeks.
That sounds right.
I just want to make sure that I look all right in the lady's presence. I'm gonna sit down. I'm just invite myself sit next to her.
Within
and
30
start-
seconds of you sitting down, a very petite young elf maid in like house gear, like household clothing, you know, like almost like a uniform, comes running out with a goblet and wine, and pours you a glass and sits down a plate full of berries and nuts.
Perfect. I acknowledge.
She blushes and runs off without saying anything.
Perfect. Love that. I'm going to just like word vomit everything that's going on.
Oh, please do it. I really want. Please do it. Like word vomit it for me. Do all you can.
Megan doesn't really know what's going on.
Megan, give it your best swing, and
Megan,
other people can
Megan
chirp
knows,
in.
but details are gonna be bad.
Okay,
So
good.
Webb went. Webb was following a guy. We went to the tournament. There's been a lot of stuff going on, but Webb went to the tournament, followed this dude, found some sort of like magic circle, and he followed him all the way to the palace, and then uncovered some plot with the humans that are working with the elves, the third son of the elven king, and they were working on a plot, and it sounds like they're trying to take the throne. And then when he came back, we discovered that we talked to the knight, and we found the magic. It's the same magic that was making you sick, and it's on this guy, Kerfuffle.
I've got the magic in me. She looks at you and is kind of like, when you're like the palace and like you're going all over the place with stuff, and she's like, it's almost like she sees it. Carry the one. You know, like it's just a hard time following what you're saying, because like you do jump all over, but ultimately she says, so let me get this straight. After your team came and at my brother's behest to care for me, and to receive the package to take to the palace, you went to the tournament, and Webb, is that the dwarf in your party?
Sure.
Okay, so the little dwarf, huh?
The beard.
The little bearded dwarf guy. He followed like an assassin or something back to the palace, and you mean Yendel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yendel. Yeah. That's
And
the
he saw Lord Clearus meet with the assassin.
Yeah.
And the assassin met with Kerfluffle prior to meeting with Clearus.
Yeah. He overheard the whole conversation.
And what was the conversation? Help me here. What were they saying? Perhaps I should hear it from Webb.
They were talking about taking over the throne. They were talking about killing the king.
The king's dying.
I don't know what they were talking about. Megan doesn't remember that far back.
Oh, Megan.
But I know that Webb heard
Who's
it.
this
and
Megan
told
you
us.
speak of? I've only met. I thought I'd met your whole party.
I know.
They were talking about killing the two brothers that are in the way of his succession.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, they were talking about killing the heirs so that the third in line could get his shot at the throne. The young kids over here trying to steal the throne
Kelsine,
from his brothers.
I don't know you as well as I think my brother must, but you strike me as someone who values, I'm not going to say honor, but maybe just doing what's right for you. Is that fine? Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
So what would you need to get what we originally talked about accomplished? I mean, I'm still waiting. I mean, I'm under the impression you are going to deliver this package. Am I right?
What's the, so we know it's a bomb.
Well, is it?
That's our best intel, is that we believe this to be a bomb.
Okay, let's just consider it a gift to the elven nation.
Right. So what does that accomplish, though?
Well, if it's as you say, and she like twists an orb that's on the ends of her table. There's like a black orb on her table that she turns to the right. And you don't know what's going on, but she does that, and a slight hum radiates from where she sits, and she says, "So, if what you're saying is accurate, and Clarice is plotting to kill his two brothers, it really won't make much difference if the package is delivered. All of our problems with the High Elf kings of old and his heirs will be solved. So,
What
I don't
about-
know, that I mind much what he does, as long as the package is delivered."
What about Kerfuffle and the guy that tried to kill you?
Oh, I'm sure he'll meet his ends. In fact, I could possibly come up with some type of reward for the person who did it. They just have to be discreet about it. He is a pretty healthy and high-ranked noble, but if he is in fact behind my attempted murder and behind the, plot with the Elven Nation, then I think it's high time he meets his maker. But I obviously would have to have that done discreetly, as it can't get back to me. My position, I wouldn't say, is precarious, but it is one of discretion.
Okay, so Dane, from what we know about my notes on this aren't super great, and they're from a long time ago. This fight over is it a fight for the throne, or is it just that the dwarves are expecting a new king soon and the elves were expecting a new king?
Both
soon?
are expecting new kings. Both the dwarven and elven kings are aged and have multiple heirs, and they're both switching.
So it wasn't necessarily a fight between them. It's just that they're suffering from lack of stability because of the.
It's an election year.
It is an election year. So the dwarves, based on what you guys saw when you're in Korsoth, you're pretty sure civil war is currently happening in Korsoth.
All right.
Over the throne, potentially.
And it sounds like the same thing is about to happen with the elves.
Okay.
Vontaria says, at the end of the day, the elves that are in power and have been in power for as long as they have, the power needs to shift to who actually belongs on the throne, and it's not Clarice.
She's an elf, isn't she?
She is an elf. She's a high elf. You think?
No, I think we know that because we know that Von Terran was a high elf.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I'm going to agree to do this, then you need to agree to transparency. If we're going to be allies, then we need to be actual allies. What's in it for you?
I have lived a long time in human eyes, and just a pittance in those of an elf. But of those years, my brother and I both have always sought to stay out of the politics of our homeland, as though our blood is pure and old and transcends time back to some of the ancient lines, we have no desire to rule. We're much more comfortable in the leisurely life that we've lived as custodians of the arena and other things that are looked down upon as lower. It's better for
Battle
us.
arts. No, I can completely relate.
What's that?
The battle arts.
Yeah, so we've enjoyed a certain level of relief and discretion from other elves as we've went about our lives for nearly 1,000 years. And the king himself has been in power a long time, and though he's been a relatively just ruler, all of his legitimate heirs are rotten to the core, and some of them have nefarious plans, whereas others have other plans that will highly disrupt mine and my brother's business in this country and others. So the current line of succession just doesn't suit all elves, but also my brother and my other brother's family line as well.
Can I roll another insight check and see if she seems like she's still withholding stuff from me?
Oh yeah, you totally can.
Okay.
You're not sure. I mean, she seems to be. She's told you more in the last 5 minutes than she has the entire time, so you're feeling pretty good about it.
Okay. The next question is, how careful do we have to be with this package?
I mean, as long as you...
Do I have a day to get it out of my possession and get the F out? Or do I not have to worry about it? Can I put it in my bag of holding and it just stays there until it's removed?
Yeah.
Is there
just
on a time constraint? What's going on with this package?
I mean,
What's
before the new king is crowned, the old king needs to open it before his death, or someone of the royal line needs to open the package. I wouldn't be around for that if you could help it.
Okay, so it's an upon open thing. As long as it's not open, I'm good.
Yeah, I wouldn't open it.
Wasn't planning on it. I'm really great at not opening things, actually. Believe that or not.
As far as Kerfuffle is concerned, I don't like him plotting on me, and I'm not sure what his nefarious plan is. And if he thinks he's going to rule Grenweld, he's got another thing coming to him one way or the other. I wouldn't be mad if he was to disappear. However, he is a higher ranking noble, and that being said, he would be missed. So,
right.
It either needs to happen fast and discreet, or, if they ever find his body, someone could question him, even though these stupid New Way priests have showed up here that have no magical talent whatsoever. However, their fighting prowess is uncomparable. They decimated the clerics of the Temple District before without any magic apparent.
Another question, how far away from the package do I need to be when it's opened?
The farther
do
the
I need to
better.
be out of the city, out of the palace?
About 300 feet in any direction would probably be okay.
All right.
For the most part.
I'm just going to agree to take the package and put it in my bag.
Okay.
I can always change my mind later. If it's fine as long as it's not open, then I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. That's what she said. And that's what you believe.
I don't know. Do we need to come back to anybody else?
Yeah, I mean,
like
you could sit and have dinner with her for a while, or eat grapes and shit with her for a while. So, I mean, that was just the initial conversation. You can stew it over. I'm open to you guys sending back and forth on it, even, because I know that at least two of the party has a sending spell they can chat with you on. If you want a conference call, phone a friend.
I don't have that ability.
No, I know, but if anybody wanted to check in on you, or if you wanted to go back or send Butters to ask questions and send him back, or whatever, I'm open to whatever you guys want to do. I'm not gonna, bury you in the corner.
Yeah. If anybody else has anything that we need to discuss with her, I feel like she's given all she's gonna give.
Who exactly does she want to be the ruler?
A legitimate heir, just maybe one that's not considered legitimate will have to be found and brought forward. But I know of a few that are out there, besides my brother and my brothers and I. We have no.
She hasn't named anyone specific.
She hasn't said any names, no. But she says that they're somewhere, and that might be something that would be worth investing in once the initial upheaval of the old crown settles.
Ask her if she thinks it's a coincidence that the elves and the dwarves are having a crisis of succession at almost the same time.
Sure. Suddenly
Calcine gets a thought.
Calcine sounds way more intelligent.
Carry the one.
As she repeats Roland's request word for word, in the most eloquent sentences she's ever put together.
Roll performance.
It's not even.
I know.
It's not even performance. It's just very clearly not my question.
Finally, an orator stands before us.
15.
Okay. Yeah, so she says, I'm not sure what is up. I know that dwarves are by nature kind of a battle-ready, war-hungry lot, and power has always tainted their thoughts. So it's not a surprise to me that after only 3 generations of crowned kings passed down, there is any kind of unrest between the potential heirs. As for elves, I
Their
mean,
city seemed like it was at more unrest than just general dwarven unrest.
I've not been to Korsoth
Maybe
in.
some sort of disturbance, some new. Well, wasn't there a new religion there? Were they all praise the crystal, weren't they?
They were all praised the crystal. Yeah.
Something fishy going on.
Something rotten in Denmark.
It's only taken us how long to start putting these pieces together?
671 games.
Yeah, so these religions are really taking over.
So 77 weeks basically.
Probably something about these cultists.
A year and a half.
Oh, more than 77 weeks because.
Well, we have 71
okay.
on the books, and then I just added 6 for the ones we missed. We might have missed more than that over the last year and a half, but okay.
So, does anyone else have any queries?
She's basically saying too, she's like, the elves have, we live so long and we've had the same king for 1,000 years and nothing has changed, but his children are spoiled and rotten, and they are, they aren't going to do what he has done. Even though he's not my favorite, he's basically been pretty consistent, and it's not, he's not changed any policies, but any of the son's policy changes would greatly affect us. And they really just aren't worthy. We need someone who's going to stand for all elves and not be a racist prick against non-high elves. Being that I'm not in the royal court, I've grown and seen more of my brethren that are not just considered high elves that deserve a voice at the table. So I promise you I don't do this lightly. I'm not one to overthrow, and if push came to shove, my brothers and I all do have a veritable line to, greatness, and if we had to take the throne, we totally would have a claim to it, but none of us have ever sought such a position. There's no freedom in it.
Okay.
Okay? You good?
I'm good. I've been good.
All right, back to the tournament then. Final decision, are we just going to let Roland see if he can fight the spellbound cur?
Oh, I'm going to get him.
Are you having any
Maybe
aid?
a dispel magic would be more effective on the champion than on the dude with the ring.
Go, bro! Get out of here!
Are they not the same person?
Oh, there's Kerfluffle, and then
No.
there's Champion Kerr.
Oh, okay.
Kerfluffle's the fat, politician or noble guy who is trying to take over Grenweld. Even though Grenweld's ran by a council of nobles, he's trying to take back what the king's position that once was.
Okay, well, the question is, if I am I able to cast a spell without people knowing that I did? Because they don't know magic at all, right? No one knows magic around here, so
No, that's not true. I mean, people. There's still magic in the world. This is not the hub of wizardry and clerics. There's the Temple District in Summerside still has other clerics there, at least until the New Way gets there and the monks stomp them out too.
I mean, are we telekinesis? No. Fireball? Yes.
I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about?
The question is, if I cast a spell,
I think you're going to be noticed.
Yeah, I mean, depending on how you do it, but I mean, if it has like verbal and somatic components, you can carry your shield, so it's just verbal. If you don't have to yell them out to cast it, I mean, you might be able to say it, but you're going to have to roll like deception or stealth or something.
I think by the standard rules, verbal spell components are forceful.
Oh yeah.
Like they need to be like vigorously chanted. Otherwise, the subtle spell meta magic wouldn't really be very useful.
Yeah, that's good. Good point. So yeah, so you heard it from your resident rules lawyer.
All right, that's fine. I'm not gonna risk because I mean, I still need to collect my winnings and I still need to pick up a package from the dagger board.
So Bart just wants to get
risk.
paid.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk. I've got like 65,000 gold to collect. So,
That's a lot of gold.
I'm gonna risk that.
It's so much
Not gonna
fun.
matter if he doesn't win.
Magmars is gonna get jumped.
Oh,
walking
I'll
to the-
still get 60,000 if he doesn't win. I only bet 5,000 on him this time.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, are we jousting?
I mean, it sounds like it. I mean, the whole murder the dude
I
and,
hope you're ready for necrotic death.
Oh, I got this guy. Don't worry.
Let me see. Would protection from good and evil help him?
Well, you already put bless on me, right?
Yeah, I did, and they're both concentration. I just wonder if protection would help
Protection
him.
from good and evil is like against creature types, not necessarily a spell type. It would just
Okay.
be like undead, fit, like
Yeah, that would help him.
aberrant. Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll just cast bless on him, and hopefully, Webb will also cast the enhance ability for wisdom.
For shizzle.
Okay. So you're doing you guys are casting those things on him before he goes.
Yep,
I think they're still on me from before, but you can mark your spell slots.
they are. We'd have to cast them every round anyways because mine only last for like a minute.
Yeah, you guys would have cast them 3 times at this point already, each. So okay, so Jilsara's sitting in the stands. Calcine and Butters are with Vontaria. Or are you gonna come back in time for the final joust?
I'll be back in time for the final joust.
Okay. Magvaris and Webb Winterthorn are his boys along the side. Roland is over here getting his horse matted down, his armor right, and then we've got Champion Wannabe Kerr over there. We've got Lord Kerfluffle sitting in his like puffy chair with the fans getting blown on him. We have Gene across the way from him, chatting Wallace the Bet Taker up, or just standing.
I'm gonna use a charge of bolstering magic to help Roland out too.
What's that do?
For 10 minutes, you can roll a d3 whenever making an attack roll or an ability check and add the number to the 20.
A D3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems weird.
It is weird, but
Okay.
I'm trying to determine what a D3 looks like. I don't even.
It's
it's a d6
three-sided dice.
times, and yeah. And just use a d6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's fuck with it. Let's get this. I mean, you guys this is what you've been waiting for.
Yeah, man.
So I guess we should find out what this means. Let's have you start it off, bro.
All right. Roland is going to flourish his lance as he charges.
Oh, God.
And then he's going to do the defensive flourish. And it looks like that's a hit. Quick 21 damage. And then was the D10 a 10? Oh, that's amazing. I get to add 10 to my armor class for 1 round.
Good lord. Okay, that's pretty healthy, right? When you hit him, the crowd goes bananas. It glances off of him, and he struggles with his horse, but does not fall off. You get a point.
Okay.
His turn. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
He charges forward, blasting his spurs into his large black steed. 25 is gonna miss because you're an asshole. And then what do we got left? Then I guess it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna do another defensive flourish with my lance. That one looks like a miss, though.
Okay, good.
And so I did lose that armor class bonus.
You have to hit for it to work, right?
Yeah.
28 is gonna hit. Oh. 28 damage.
Oh, man.
So he hits you with this lance dead on his shoulder, and you feel the black tendrils of necrotic damage just seep into your veins and grip your shoulder, and you like go kind of tight, almost frozen, where the lance struck you, and your armor like has a foul stench to it even. Point to
24.
point to point so far.
Wait, but that means he knocked me down.
What does?
I took 28 damage. I rolled a 24 on animal handling.
It should be a wisdom saving throw, isn't it?
Animal handling is.
Animal handling is wisdom. If you have animal handling as a skill.
Yeah, he got advantage on it.
Oh, he did get advantage. Okay.
So he hit you. You hit him as well, though, and he failed his.
I didn't hit him this round.
Last round you did.
He's talking about the first round.
Yeah, and he stayed on, didn't he?
So did you. So you both stayed on so far. It's 1-1 so far.
But I just failed my. That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
So he's 2. It's 2-1 now. His lead.
How much do they have to fail by to get knocked off?
Yeah, I
More-
don't understand.
More than that.
Doesn't that mean I got knocked down?
No, not necessarily. It just depends. I mean, like he took a shit ton of damage. You rolled a 19 on the dice. I'm just letting it fly. It's
Okay.
fine. It's more the actual dice that I'm looking at, not like
That's fine.
necessary
I was-
DC setup. I have both what they
Okay.
roll versus what you do, and I'm kind of just weighing it out.
That's totally fine. I will let you make the call.
Thanks.
Okay.
So
Hold
that's
on.
2 to him, 1 to you. Final round of combat if you fail. Oh, but you hit.
him.
So close to not though, bro. Just-
Not that much damage, but I do get a small bonus to my armor class. It's up by 2.
He failed by 1. You got a point. You're now tied. Oh god, you guys are tied again. This is intense. 23 is a miss. Oh my god, you could win it all.
Oh,
Even though he's cheating, you could win it all. Oh wait, no, he's at advantage. I could take. Let me make sure. I didn't remember to click advantage. Nope, still missed.
Did you say he has 2 points?
They both do.
yeah.
I thought he only had 1 point. He's only hit him once.
But it was a serious blow. I got 2
Yeah.
points for 1 hit in one of the earlier jousts.
Oh, okay.
Okay, one more.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna flourish my lance again
Mm.
defensively and miss.
Mm. Was that with advantage? You're supposed to have advantage, aren't you?
Why would I have advantage?
I don't know. No, that was something earlier. All right, here we go. He's coming for
No,
you.
I'm just rolling shitty.
24 is gonna hit. 18. Here we go. This could be it, guys.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so a glancing blow off your shield. No point is awarded
Oh.
because you skimmed it off your shield to the side and it went past. So, fourth
All right.
round.
Go
Like-
again?
Yeah, you both get to go one more time. Or you hit him. $23 damage?
Yep.
Good lord. Not enough. You get a point.
All right.
Okay. it could go on forever. Typically it'd be over by now, but it's the final, so the crowd is going bananas. See, every time there's oohs and ahs. Oh, he totally misses. You could, if you get another point, you're going to be too far for him to get ahead at this point. You're either going to knock him off or take him.
Okay, roll again.
One last. This is it. Last one. That's gonna hit. It's gonna hit good.
Nice.
32, bro. 13 damage. All right. He's unhorsed.
Ah!
You got he has a fucking majestic black steed, like a badass horse. As big as yours, but black on black with like coal black eyes as well, and just like a stallion of a horse for sure.
Nice.
And you unhorse him, and anybody who's watching Kerfluffle, he is livid. Like, he's bright red. He bats the fans away and stands up to go into his tent.
I'm gonna follow into his tent.
Roland is going to
Cast
stand.
invisibility.
You're so
Roland
far
is
away.
going to stand up on the middle of his horse's saddle and just like, do a little dance.
Okay, performance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Hey, that's some performing. He's over there kick flipping Indy, like on top of this horse. Okay, so that's good. Max, you've won the tournament. Like the crowd is in awe and in shock. Wallace, the bet taker, will dispense out gold or platinum to people, depending. So you'll get platinum because you have too much gold for you to carry. So he'll give you platinum, Magvarus. Go ahead and fill your coffers.
What was the exchange rate on that?
Each platinum is 10 gold.
So 6,000 instead of 60,000.
Mm-hmm. That's 6,500 platinum.
Oh no, I won my bet, so I get 7,000 platinum.
It's ridiculous. Or you can get one portrait. There's a portrait that's supposed to be priceless that you can get. No,
I'm good. I'll take
figured that out. I didn't know if you liked art at all, but
Another
What
big
do you got?
fan.
Are these NFTs?
yeah, it's a grape ape.
That's amazing.
It's something. Okay, so you win the tournament. The place goes bananas. There's confetti. There's streamers. There's trumpeteering horns like your nose the other week. There's just so much happening. And all kind of stuff. Kerr himself, the champion, gets up off the ground and he's super pissed off. He pulls out a two-handed greatsword. And he starts to approach you as you're doing your
Oh
dance.
hell yeah! Where am I at? Because I'm about to.
Okay, do I need to roll initiative?
Let's do it. Let's everybody roll initiative.
Josara will immediately shoot him with a bow.
No.
So sorry, your voice
yeah,
is so much
Butters
deeper.
and I are with Magvarus.
Butters and I are with Magvarus.
Well, I used my bolstering magic. I couldn't have done that
Yeah.
without being next to him initially.
Sure, fair enough.
So I'm just gonna roll initiative too, right?
Yeah, let's all roll initiative. Absolutely. I got Butters for you.
Butters.
Don't I have advantage on?
Do you have advantage on initiative usually?
I
Butters
thought
does.
that I did. Why? I don't have any effects on me.
Yeah, you might want to put those effects you owe yourself on. Jilsara, you see Kerr angrily get off of his off the ground and start to stomp towards an unsuspecting Roland as he's dancing on his horse.
Okay. Can I just go ahead and shoot him?
I mean, it's your call. If that's what your plan is.
Gosh. We're gonna
This
get
isn't
in trouble.
very secretive.
This
Am I
is
not
yeah,
near Webb anymore?
We're gonna get in
I'm
trouble.
supposed to be near Webb.
Webb left you. He ran into the tent. He ran over to the tent to try to go in after Kerfluffle.
God damn it, Webb. And I didn't go with him?
You didn't say you went with him. I mean, I barely knew he was going to go. He just ran ahead again.
Okay.
Flew ahead.
Can I teleport next to Webb?
You can do that. Is it a bonus action or is it an action to teleport?
No. Ooh. A bonus action. So I can still attack, right?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. If your teleport's a bonus action, then yeah.
It's not. No. Tim's talking over here saying that I can't teleport that far.
Your teleportation is really super good. At...
Misty Step or teleport?
Teleport is...
I would need to teleport to get that far.
It's a destination you select. You could go basically anywhere. You don't have to see it. It's you can
Misty
teleport back
Step
to
is one that
Korsoth.
has like a 30-foot range.
I think teleport takes
But it's an action. It is an action. It's an action.
No. Okay. Am I hidden? Like, am I... Because I kept trying to be somewhere where I could...
You're just in the stands at this point. There's people everywhere all around.
You automatically get advantage on your assassination shot. So since you're attacking before him, you get advantage. Doesn't matter what you
Okay. Say Jelsara is going to... Can she, like, hide behind these plants over here? These bushes?
No, they're not. They're not that big. And there's so many people around. Like you're seeing empty stands. Put like 8 or 10,000 or more people in the stands.
Okay,
It's like
so Jelsara's gonna sneakily pull her bow out. Does not sound right.
You don't have to take that action.
you can do whatever you want.
But I get so
can
much
hold
of
on to
it. I get so much of a bonus the first turn.
I know.
I'm not worried about this guy. See how it goes.
Famous
for a
last
round,
words.
And then,
Well, yeah, famous last words, but also like if we draw first blood, we're the problem.
But he's about to hurt Roland, right?
Yeah.
Roland's a
He
big
is
boy.
brandishing his weapon menacingly towards Roland, correct? So this
Yes.
is, we can consider this an attack.
but he's still 60 feet away from me.
Yeah,
That's true. He is.
Maybe he's just gonna go up there and be like, "I should kill you." And then
Okay,
not do it.
so Jelsara's gonna teleport then next to Webb.
A Webb's
And
inside this
tell-
tent here.
Tell Webb to
That's Webb is invisible inside this dude's tent.
Yeah. You don't know where he is. Webb disappeared as the slippery little fuck he is.
I don't know what to do. I feel like everyone's gonna get mad at me if I shoot him.
I'll tell you what. You have 1,
Why
2,
don't you-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 7 people before anybody here goes. That's not on your team. Everybody besides you could literally still get advantage and your full attack action on Wannabe Kerr or Kerfluffle. All of that you could get at this point, no
Hold
matter
your
when you
action
go.
to attack.
That's what I'm saying. She could hold her action until we figure out what she wants to do, and everybody else can do what they're going to do.
I
It
can
won't
do
matter.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Dane's being sort of generous, but yes.
Sort of. I mean, you can hold your action until you decide to go. You can essentially, with the held action, you would say, "I do this if this happens."
Actually,
so
I would allow that too. Like, if you're an experienced archer, then you could, like, wait for the perfect opening.
and be like, if it makes sense to kill him, I will. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, that. Wait for the perfect opening, and if he is any more obviously trying to kill Roland or cause anyone on our team harm, then I can. Do I need to say
Okay.
anything else?
No. So then it's Roland.
Okay, so I see this guy coming at me with his weapon.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Dissonant Whispers at 5th level. So Roland starts like his mouth is moving, but Kerr is the only one who hears these strange whispered words, and he's gonna make a Wisdom save. Looks like he failed, so he is going to take. I said 5th level, right?
Yes.
Hold on. I don't usually upcast. .22 psychic damage, and he immediately has to use his full movement speed to move away from me.
Like on his turn or right now?
No, using his reaction. He has to do it right now.
So he has to move 30 feet away?
Yeah. And that's it for me.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that'll do it. So I'll just end my turn right there. Not a problem.
I am going to put my bib on as I start to walk out towards Roland.
Excuse me, folks. I'm gonna slide over here.
You see, like, me pull out my bib from the thing and put it over my head and start tying it.
Looks like
As I,
meat's
like-
back on the menu, boys.
Casually, like, walk towards Roland.
Oh.
Not sure when it says 35. That's definitely only 30 feet. But I actually have more than 30 feet of movement. Hold on.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I can go there.
The Butcher Bib sound effect is fun.
Oh, I don't have my soundscape open. Stupid.
Super fun. It was like, always keep one eye open. It's much more fun for me. Something like that. I think that's what it said.
That's great.
Yeah, pretty funny. Because, like, the Butcher apparently is a pain in the ass, right? Okay, so Calcine, you
That's
moved.
my turn.
Okay, Butters doesn't know what to do unless somebody tells him, so he'll take his maul out and kind of slap it against his other hand. Webb, inside there. You're invisible, correct?
I am.
I don't know when you cast that, but that's fine. You go in there and Lord Kerfluffle is talking into a handheld mirror that has a black swirling like faceplate to it. He's saying something, and his voice is a lot deeper than you remember it. He's speaking in a language you may not understand.
Or maybe I do.
Okay, but you don't, because I'm pretty sure you don't. But unless you do, which I know you could potentially do, but if it has, components...
Is it common?
It's not common. It's definitely
No.
one you maybe don't know. I don't think you know it. Where the freak is your...
Dwarven, elven, halfling.
Yeah, none of those.
Okay, so he's talking to this mirror.
Yeah.
He's talking a weird-
Yanakasa Frukuntan Shikar! And you're like, what the fuck? He's saying
Yeah.
crazy shit.
It's not good. Is there anyone else in there?
No, he left the two maidens outside that were fanning him. He pushed them aside and went inside. And he doesn't look nearly as sweaty. His eyes are almost like completely black as he looks into this black swirling mirror
That's not
and
good.
speaks into it.
Not good at all.
And then you see his nostrils flare, and he turns and looks directly towards you. Churros.
Lovely.
And
Okay, yeah.
he reaches in his pocket and pulls out like a 10-foot two-handed sword. Looks like he came out of Final Fantasy.
And he's looking right at me?
He's looking directly at you.
How far away is he from me?
12 feet.
12 feet.
That sounds like you're out of reach.
Well, until it's his turn and he can move.
Right, until he moves. Well, that's really something. So
Right.
I get the sense that he can see me, right?
He's
Or
looking
no?
right at you, licking his lips, and you see in his eyes just darkness. He doesn't look to be even the same fat, like busted up noble that you saw before, like with his earthly desires and things. But he like licks his lips, his eyes burn a hole into you. In fact, roll a wisdom save.
Oh boy. Here we go. Wisdom save. 10. That's double digits.
Yeah, you are afraid.
Oh no.
You react as if the fear spell was cast on you.
I'll look at him terrified and just let him know I think I'm double parked, and we're gonna dimension door out of here back to the safety of where I left my pals.
Yeah, is that like a surprise round? What just happened?
Well, he wasn't necessarily in combat. Only Kerr was. So yeah, it was wonky for sure. But it was a reaction essentially because he looked into the eyes of what he saw. Didn't like what he saw, and it made him afraid. So Magvarus.
Yeah, so Magvarus just witnessed this this Kerr guy draw a sword menacingly at Roland and then run away in fear. So he's a little confused. He sees Kelsey like kind of walk forward, so he's gonna kind of like just step up beside her, like right next to her, actually.
And what's crazy is the crowd is like, at first they're like, "Oh, look at Kerr, he's pissed," and then like, "Ah, you little bitch, she's running!" Like, ah, Roland, Lord Roland, Roland. They're stomping and banging. I mean, there's 8,000+ people in the stands, so like. And they're all banging, boom, 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 boom. You know how you stomp your feet and banging on shields and clanking tankards and like just guys yelling for peanuts. Like, give me some fucking peanuts, and like.
Don't they do that in the Knight's Tale?
Yeah, we will rock you.
Yeah, we will rock you.
Yeah, Roland will rock you. So, all right. So I guess it's Lord Kerfluffle's turn, huh? And you're gonna be dungeon enduring where? Right here.
Wherever my pals are.
I'll put you over here by Butters. You like butter, you know what I mean? So makes sense. Oh Lord, again? More? That's crazy. All right, so Lord Kerfluffle throws back the front of his tent and steps out, and it looks like as he stands there, he appears to just grow. Like, he doesn't change appearance besides just getting bigger. And it looks like the 10-foot blade he wields is a lot more uncumbersome to him now that he's also a rather large individual. And the entirety of the stands goes quiet, like when he steps out and gets big with his giant-ass sword, because they're not sure what to do. Everybody knows him essentially as, this fat douchebag lord guy who just lives his life of debauchery and things. Right about this time, as he's flying around and up and around, Farron mounts herself right next to you as she flies in, swoops down, and mounts along the bar that separates the two sides of the lance pit of the tournament area. She pops in there and she trills at you, Magvarus. And she like does a little circle on the tournament pole.
Yeah, I'll just hold my hand out to her because I know she likes to rest on my shoulders.
Oh, fuck yeah, she leaps right over. she does that, and she kind of gives you like a little love bite. How long does that last on Kerr? Is he pretty good for a while or what?
No, he can act normally. It's just the one round.
Okay. I should have just had him re-roll because I have the champion thing, but 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 60. Gets to there. The bet taker. He looks over at Gene and says, what's happening? I don't know. We didn't place any bets on any after events. I was pretty sure the tournament is over there, young sir. Do you know what's going on?
I was thinking about be like, this is the watching out for yourself that you need to be getting on out of here for now.
Oh, well, I have many bets to make right, both up and down. We've had winners and losers alike, and I'm sure that I have to stick around and see. A new round of bets! Ladies and gentlemen, he pulls out a cone. A new round of bets! It appears there's more to the tournament to come! Stay in your seats! Stay in your seats! I've got Lord Kerfluffle and Kerr versus... What is this? And like a little bird flies over and drops a paper and he opens it up. The Murderous Six! The Murderous Six is in the arena, folks! The Murderous Six are here! Straight from Summerside, wanted from every government agency from here to the Red Sea. They're here and the battle will commence. Looks like his guards are coming out to join them. It's going to be a damn well good show. I've got 10 to 1 odds. 10 to 1 odds, I say, against Kerfluffle and his men. Oh, what's this? What's this? And a couple more robed individuals, like dark-robed individuals, along with like a squad of knights enter from the other side of the arena, all sporting Kerfluffle's banner. And we will pick up with mad combat on the tourney grounds next week. It looks like Kerfluffle and his minions are not pleased at having lost the right way, and they're going to try to win the wrong way.
This may be more than a Kerfluffle.
Well, the thing is, if Roland dies, he can't have won the tournament anymore. So, second place becomes first.
Wow.
Seems like a solid rule.
Kind of a finders keepers situation.
Yeah. Finders keepers, and we'll pick up. Finally, have real combat after 5 weeks of fucking dithering and dathering around. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Ready to murder.
Hey,
Let's go.
Cam. Cam. I guess I should have asked you. I said, does it make sense to shoot anybody? I never ended up asking you. So,
Give her a shot.
Yeah. You're first anyway, and no one's actually gone in combat, so we'll just call it that you lost your first round, and we'll make it a first round again. Because so far it's just been talk. I mean, the only thing that happened in combat was Roland was like, "You're afraid of me, bitch," and he's like, "Oh my god, I am," and then he's like, "Wait, no, I'm not," and he like turned around and he came back. That was about it. So the Lord Kerfluffle has done nothing to be combated yet. Don't do anything now, Hawk. We're gonna pick up here next week, top of the round. So
Just gonna target him for safekeeping,
just to know where we are with it. You like how it's Lord Kerfluffle and not just Lord Kerfluffle? Like he's got the extra O on there, extra big O.
Yeah, it's very intimidating. He's still gonna die though.
Oh, whatever you think. Whatever you think. That's fine. Death becomes him. Anyhow,
I regret not assassinating him before now.
Yeah, because if you could have ended it. If you could have ended him before all this happened, and he's not even in his final form,
Something tells me one arrow would not have been enough.
It would have been enough to piss him off. If you're not first, you're last. That's right, Ricky Bobby. Thanks, Greenie. You're making good points for sure. Oh my gosh. This is good news for everyone involved.
Let's go kill some stuff next week, guys.
I know, it's fine.
Oh, wait, I won't be able to make it. I have to do something boring. Just kidding. I'll be here because I need to kill stuff.
Right. We were gonna go on vacation, but we decided to cancel it because it's murder time.
Oh, we have our best friend's wedding, but we're just not gonna go because D&D should come first.
You could just watch the movie.
It's murder o'clock.
That's right. That's what it was in the movie to watch. Good call.
Dane, quick question, just so I can think about my my first turn all week. What kind of armor is Kerr wearing?
Adamantine armor.
So it's made of metal.
It's metal.
Nice.
Is your magic awareness on, Calcine? I'm excited. You guys have no idea what's coming.
Yeah, who is this guy?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Kerfuffle.
Is there a dragon coming? Because I have that dragon slaying arrow I've been waiting to use.
I've been dying to use it.
It's like 15,000 gold or something insane.
Yeah, that was like your most expensive purchase you guys ever had. That was good for me.
Use that with my oath bow, and maybe we got something going on.
Right, I was gonna scam you out of the oath bow and have Tim real mad, but it didn't work out because I forgot to do it, and then you guys had it. But that
Thanks
traveling,
for not scamming.
oh well, the traveling guy, and things. Oh, it's exciting. So yeah, we've got a lot going on.
Right? I have
The
it
oath
equipped.
bow,
I did that like 2 weeks ago.
the oath bow.
Mm-hmm. It should be attuned by now.
You have Borla's rusty rapier here. Longbow +1, 2 shots. I don't see.
You haven't added it on there yet.
Oh, is that what's happening? You don't have it. It's hard to equip then.
Well, I said it like 2 weeks ago. I thought I just was supposed to use the same one and add dice or something. When I call the oath, because it's you have to call the oath specifically. Which I can only use that once every 7 days or something, or once a day. Once a day.
Well, I
What do you
got
have?
to use only once only every 7 days. I'm about to use the shit out of it.
Oh no! It's you guys are about to bring all kinds of stupid shit to bear. That's right. You're not gonna
It's time
save
for the
anything.
elven, I think now too, right?
Yeah, I was about to say you're not gonna save anything for the Court of the Elves here tomorrow.
I don't know, man.
I'm
Depends on
just
how-
excited
Depends on how sticky this gets.
into an
Can't
elephant.
save it all the time.
Eric, if you turn into a mammoth again, just hit a wall for like 5 weeks, I'm gonna shoot you myself.
I'm over here. I'm just hitting the wall. I'm like, I'm gonna get us a gate out. You're like, there's 2 fucking gates. Just take one. I'm like, no, I'll make a new gate. You'll see it's better.
I hate that gate.
Use my oath on him. Put him out of his misery. He's just been hitting this wall for 6 weeks.
Why is this +11? I don't understand why yours is so high. It's +1 bow, but you have a +11 on this bow for some reason. +10 on all of those, and only +7 on this oath bow. Oh, there it goes. I changed it. Now it's better.
Yeah, proficiency bonus plus.
Well, no, it had it listed as a sword. I put it on there as it was a sword,
Oh,
so
right.
made all the difference. Okay.
Maybe it could be both.
Whack, whack, whack. Okay, Legolas.
Why is it
Legolas.
+10?
Because that's the right way to do things, probably. Everything else is plus that, except for, well, why is that +11 too?
Yeah. I think they're supposed to be one extra.
Well, your +5 is from your dex. +1, and it's an oath bow +1. It has to be, right? It's because the oath bow is not +1. It's just a magic item. Like your other bow is actually a +1. Same with the Borla's rusty rapier is actually a +1.
But I get 3d6, an extra 3d6
The oath bow is
damage, yeah.
Like 1 target per day or something? How does that work?
yeah. If
Yeah,
your
I-
attack hits, your sworn enemy takes an additional 3d6 piercing damage. While your sworn enemy lives, you have disadvantage on attack rolls with all other weapons.
So you have to kill him.
You can only have.
Or else I
So it
can't use
says.
him.
It says you
I
can only
can't
have one
use him.
sworn enemy at a time, and when your enemy dies, you can choose the next one the next dawn.
If I don't kill him, I can't use the oath again for 7 days, I think, right? Something insane.
No, that you can't anything.
You have disadvantage on everything.
Yeah, until
Except
or
when she's using the
the
oath
target
bow.
if your attack becomes sworn enemy until it dies or until dawn 7 days later. So yeah, you either have to wait a week to get it back, but it's nice if they don't disappear and run away. You get advantage on them, and they take an additional 3d6 damage. So you're going to be doing 9d6 plus a d8 damage to them until you're not.
Those are terrible numbers.
Unless
For
they
the other
live
guy.
and disappear. Then
Yeah, if he
everything
dips
I
out-
have is disadvantage forever.
Yeah, which would just be
A week
regular,
later.
not... Because you would do steady aim to get regular attacks. You wouldn't be at complete disadvantage, but...
No, she would still get advantage on attacks. She just has to use the oath bow. She gets disadvantage with all.
Oh, yeah,
other
you just can't
weapons.
use any other weapon, is what that
Hmm.
says.
Which she's only uses the bow anyways.
Can't use my rapier. Once a year.
Yeah. no.
Pull that out of my hat.
Gene's got the hat for pulling things out of. Giant top hat with the thing he's hanging from it. All right, well,
You have to put the stuff in the hat first. What are we talking?
I don't know.
That's not a hat of holding.
No. No, it's
And
not.
we put the man in the hat and run away with him.
Just line the inside of your hat with a bag of holding.
Oh my gosh, that's not a bad idea. Kind of.
All right, give me a bag of holding.
So it
Let's talk.
swallows his head as he puts it on.
Right?
Just make sure it's not the bag of consuming or whatever, or I'm gonna have a very bad day.
The bag of devouring.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true. Well, I appreciate you guys. I guess we'll pick up here next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. If you haven't already, followed and subscribed, please do so. Prime's free, and other ones aren't, but it's like a couple bucks. No big deal. Might as well throw it at your boy and your team here. And we'll be back Wednesday for Cases of Wednesdays if anyone wants to tune in for that. I will say some of the Cases of Wednesday crew has it out for you guys, so if they catch wind that you'll be in combat next week, they might be here throwing out butt goblins and other things. You can thank Eric for that. He sat in and oh yeah, Greeny did give some butt goblins to you before Webb, but that's not somebody from the Case of the Wednesdays. So just be aware that accumulating nerd
I
force
have
isn't a
plenty
bad
of
idea.
force points. I need to come in and ruin their game too. I will.
I know. That's why I'm hoping you guys get you some nerd force stacked, so you're ready for.
Yes, watch all my channels. Yeah.
You got it.
Oh no, I'm not gonna watch. I'm gonna come in long enough to use the points, and then I'm gonna turn it off and go to bed because I can't stay up past 9:30.
If you need to accumulate nerd force points, you know where to get them.
Sure.
Anyway, night guys. Thanks so much for coming and playing and
Night.
watching all the things.
Bye.
We'll see y'all
Good
next
game.
time. Wednesday.